Friends, welcome back to Journey to a Joyful Life. Today we're going to talk about something that so many of us struggle with, especially women, caregivers, and high achievers. And that's the idea of letting yourself be taken care of. Not pushing through, not being the strong one, not holding everything together, just receiving care. And here's the truth. Part of my joy journey has been learning that I don't have to be and do everything alone. I'm allowed to soften. I'm allowed to rest. I'm allowed to feel supported. And that support often comes from people who help me care for my body, my mind, and my spirit. So today, I want to share the joy of self-care and introduce you to two special people who've been part of my own joy support team, my massage therapist, Kendra, and my hairstylist, Tu. Their care, their presence, and their gifts have helped me reconnect to myself in ways I didn't even know I needed. And I hope this conversation inspires you to receive the same kind of joy-filled care in your own life. So let's start by talking about why self-care is a joy practice and not just a luxury. Many of us are conditioned to see self-care as an indulgence and as selfish. But joy requires nourishment, emotionally, mentally, and physically. When your body feels like it's safe and taken care of, joy becomes easier to access. And self-care is maintenance, not treating yourself. So let's talk about now the joy of letting others take care of you. Receiving care is vulnerable, and I will admit it is hard for me to do sometimes, but it is healing. We're not meant to regulate alone. Safe people help co-regulate our nervous system just by being in their presence. The simple act of being cared for by others lowers cortisol and increases feelings of connection. So let's start talking about my friend Kendra, who is my massage therapist and has really become a joy anchor in my life. So I found Kendra very much by accident. I happened to see her opening her massage therapy location in a small town near me and looked her up and found the phone number and called and made an appointment. So it was very spontaneous, and I wasn't necessarily looking for a massage therapist, but when I saw her, I sort of took it as a reminder that I need to be taking care of my body and managing my stress more effectively, and this might be an opportunity to do that. And from the very first appointment, the very first time I met Kendra, she is so genuine and talented. She's very intuitive in her approach. She often finds places on my body that are extremely sore and tender that I didn't even know were an issue. And she takes so much time creating a place that feels safe and calm, and a space where I feel welcome to let go and be safe. A massage for me is like a full body exhale, where my mind finally has an opportunity to be quiet. Sometimes that's a struggle. Sometimes I find myself thinking, planning, ruminating, but most of the time, I'm able to bring myself back to being present and be in my body during the massage. This kind of physical self-care really supports emotional joy and well-being. Next, let's talk about how Tu makes joy visible for me. The power of a fresh haircut. I just can't understate how much that makes a difference for me. Having myself put together and ready to take on the world with that fresh haircut it really just provides an extra level of confidence to face all the challenges that are out in our world. Tu, as a hairstylist, is so kind. She's a real artist and so talented. She's willing to share with me her ideas and suggestions, and willing to listen to my ideas and give me feedback. She's also just lovely to talk to. There's a nice balance of conversation back and forth, asking questions, sharing stories, and then there's also quiet time. It's a real art form to be able to have that balance, and Tu does it masterfully. Every time I walk out of an appointment with Tu, I feel like I'm returning to myself. Going to see Kendra for massage and Tu for hair appointments really supports my value around shopping small and local. I love supporting people that work and live in my community and creating those relationships and sharing joy together. Self-care becomes even more meaningful when it supports real people performing their craft in the community. So self-care can look like many things, and it doesn't have to cost money. I want to recognize the privilege of being able to go to a massage therapist and a hairstylist and being able to afford those appointments. It doesn't have to be those things. You could take a walk in nature. You could just spend some quiet time alone. You can journal. You can create a cozy ritual of reading by candlelight or whatever it is that works for you. Think about, who would you consider being part of your joy support team? Who are people that lift you up in your life, where you feel better after spending time with them? Remember, you deserve care. You deserve rest. And you deserve joy. So as you move through the rest of your day, I hope you remember this. Self-care isn't selfish. It's sacred. You're allowed to receive care. You're allowed to be supported. And you're allowed to feel joy in your own body and your own life. And to Kendra and Tu, thank you for being part of my joy journey. Your gifts, your kindness, and your presence truly make a difference. If this video inspired you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs the reminder that they don't have to carry everything alone. And I'd love to hear from you. Who is part of your joy support team? Drop their names in the comments so we can celebrate them together. Until next time, friends, keep choosing joy and allow yourself to be cared for along the way.